Hey everyone, welcome back to the Real Estate Rundown here with Marcy, where we meet with top professionals in our real estate industry, and we got a show prepared for you today. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Real Estate Rundown here with Marcy, and today I have a very special guest that I want to introduce you to, our top producer, Joan. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome, Joan.
Thank you for having me.
I am so excited to have you. Heard wonderful things about you, your energy, your vibe. You've been in this industry a long time, and I want you to share with our audience who you are. Who are you?
Okay. Joan Alpert, Realtor Concierge. I'm with Century 21 Stein Posner, located in Boca Raton. I work the surrounding areas. I've got 25 years experience in real estate, 25 in Atlanta and 11 in Florida. Wow. I am also a CAM, which is a Community Association Manager, and a Certified International Property Specialist specializing in Portugal. Ooh. And a strategic member of the Florida Lawyers Network, and their sole realtor in the South Palm Beach County chapter.
That's a lot of amazing credentials, a long time in the business. I know you can offer so much guidance to anyone, whether they're buying or selling, especially in this market now. There's so much value that you can bring to someone with all these expertise and your network and how you're involved so much in the community and what you do. And the best part is I had a chance to look at your videos, and what I see is I love what I do.
I always say that's my ending line. I love what I do because I truly, honestly love what I do. I love the end game where my clients become my friends, and the majority of them do. I'm a people person, and I love the whole process of real estate, identifying homes, and then, handing over the keys. It's just such a warm fuzzy for me,
And you know what? It shows, especially, through the video. I was like, I love when people say, I know it sounds cliche, I love what I do, I'm very good at what I do, but sometimes I think we have to profess it and show it. Because when we're doing a great job, and I want people to know about it, and they're not going to know about it unless you tell them, or you're out there saying, hey, let me show you what value I can bring to you in what I do. And part of it is the love that you care and the love what you do. Is it, a lot of it. So thank you for sharing all of that. I wanted to, in our business, of course, there's always like a lot of challenges, there's ups and downs, and I know you have incredible stories to share with us today. One of this, let's see what we're going to start with first. Let's start first with, I remember you telling me your gas station deal.
My gas station
Let's start with this deal.
This is so funny. It's actually this running joke in my office. I was actually at the gas station one day, and I complimented a woman on her hair. She just had this amazing hair. And then, of course, I noticed her license plate read New York. I'm from New York originally. So I questioned her. I said, are you moving here? What are you doing? You're visiting? You're going back? She goes, as a matter of fact, I am visiting, and I'm going back. And then she says, why, are you a realtor? And I said, as a matter of fact, I am. Let me have one of your cards, because my ex-husband is going to be buying a house for me and our daughter. Anyway, so I get a text like a year and a half later. I don't know if you remember me. You're a realtor. We met at the gas station. Well, my husband wants to buy a house for me and our daughter. So I ended up facilitating that transaction, and then the husband liked everything about every single thing that I did, that he then hired me to buy a home for him.
Wow.
Then the story even continues. It's like so much, it's this ongoing saga here. Then the woman, Rebecca, that I met at the gas, and she didn't like the house anymore for whatever reason, so she wanted to move. I sold that house, okay? The purchaser of that home, I'm now working with him, building a portfolio of rentals for him, okay?
Wow.
And one more thing. The ex-husband's brother ended up engaging me as his realtor to identify a property for him. So it's really like 5 transactions from one compliment at a gas station.
And one thing that I want to bring up, you said a year and a half later. A lot of people, you have to put in the work. A lot of people sometimes go out there and they just expect things to happen just like this. I'm confident that year and a half you were putting in the work of what you do, that when you got that call, you were ready for the opportunity to.
100%.
You understand?
100%, yeah.
When you laid out all the things that they needed from you a year and a half later, I know that you were ready for it, you know?
I was. But it's you know what, again, it's the love of what I do and my love for people. I actually was texting her and I don't know, do you remember me? Of course I remember her, you know, but it was a wonderful experience, and it continues to be a wonderful experience,
Yes.
you know?
My line of work, my business is solely, a lot of it's referral and word of mouth. I tell all the time, I don't have SEO, I don't have Google, I don't have everything is literally word of mouth, and building a foundation of relationships and a business is really the key to a successful business, especially what you do. It's about wanting to work with somebody that you know and trust and like.
Exactly. 100%.
Those are the three things. It's about, our job is a lot of service. It's about personality. Sometimes, you know, I'm not for everyone. We like to think, you know, how could I be of service? We're a business. This is what we do. But, you know, it is what it is. And knowing and liking and trusting, so that's who you want to work with. So I'm so happy. That was an amazing story.
Yeah, it was great. And again, it continues. And I jokingly call it a saga because it just continues. I keep in touch with all of them. You know, and it's just such a wonderful thing. And they always say, as soon as we know somebody that's interested in buying or selling, they come directly to me. So it's a win-win.
Yes, I'm just so happy to hear that. Another story that took me by surprise, I couldn't believe it. We had just met via Zoom and everything. You were in a terrible, terrible car accident. And you've overcome just by seeing you today.
Thank you.
And everything. I see you on social platforms. I see you everything that you're doing. Robin says you're killing it. You're doing amazing. Tell us what happened.
Okay, I was pulling out of my neighborhood, the light turned green and I could either go left or right, so I was slowly approaching the street. This guy ran the red light and T-boned me in my door, my exact door, doing about 70. Jaws of life had to take me out of the car. You know, the paramedics scooped me up. I was in the hospital 16 days in trauma and 16 in rehab. A lot of broken bones. I might not want to get into all the broken bones, but I am 95% and I'm wearing my 5-inch heels.
I was about to say, I think you're 100%.
Thank you. But while I was in the trauma hospital, I became friendly with one of the trauma nurses, and I am going to be listing her and her husband's home. And because I'm a certified international property specialist, I'm listing her home in Punta Cana. So, I mean, it's just crazy. And then when I was in rehab, I met a woman who referred me, and we're closing next month. They've already come down from New York. 2 days, we identified a property, negotiated the heck out of the price and the concessions at closing. And yes, we are closing the mid-February. So again, it's really my love of people and just connecting with people and learning their needs, their wants, their joys, and also their not so happy times. They share everything with me. But
I want to say two things about this. One is, when I found out, you actually emailed us what happened and you were in the hospital. That, for professionalism, just to respond to an email of me trying to build our relationship and responding, I was like, the level of professionalism was high level.
thank you so much.
And I appreciated that so much. And the next thing is, look, you had a tragic situation in the hospital and you still got deals, you know? It just goes to show, like, the vibrant light that you have and that you could bring to people.
Thank you.
It's a really wonderful story how we can, you know, in tragedy, you still had that positive light, responding to emails, even closing deals in the hospital. It's pretty crazy.
It was great. It was really a beautiful thing. I think that also helped sustain me because it could have been a very depressing situation.
Yeah.
And I mean, thankfully too, I had a revolving door. I mean, it was amazing. A lot of people came to visit, and it was, I think I could maybe say that it ended up being a good experience. I have to look at it that way. So I made a lot of new friends, and it was great.
In our line of work, it takes a team to get to the finish line. Tell her how important it is to work with an escrow agent, a title agent in the transactions in real estate. You've been doing this for a long time. I call it the backbone of any transaction. What's it like to working with a good quality team on your end?
It is excruciatingly important to have a strong team behind you, helping you every step of the way, because I'm there for my consumer, and I really rely on the title company to help me help them along the entire real estate process, because it's not just one and done. There's a huge amount of steps behind the scenes that a lot of consumers have no clue when it comes to real estate. They just don't know.
So many things that they bring forth to a client. You know, it's not just about finding the home, it's bringing everything that happens, whether it's title company, inspection company, lender, having a good quality lender, and referral partners. They're very key. Of course, people can choose whatever. It's just having these backbones and these team efforts that really excel people in what they do in professionalism. All right, well, thank you, Joan, so much. I want you to share with us, how can people find you? All your social platforms, how can they reach out to you? Share it with the audience how they can reach you.
Okay, perfect, thank you. I've got several social media platforms. I am on Facebook under Joan T. Alpert, also Joan T. Alpert Realtor. Instagram is hashtag Joan T. Alpert. I'm also on LinkedIn and also Google and Zillow. So I'm pretty easily accessible. And my number, and because I'm licensed in Georgia as well, the area is 678-618-8811. And feel free to reach out to me directly. I love what I do.
Thank you, Joan, so much. And I want to thank you for tuning in today, for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.